There's another fundamental feature that distinguishes emotionally unhealthy people from healthy people that we have to talk about. Emotionally unhealthy people are ignorant to the fact that other people can't make them, quote unquote, feel things. Did you know that? Other people can't make you, quote unquote, feel things. We use that terminology in speech, but it's a false representation of what is really happening. In other words, there is no such thing as triggers. If there's no such thing as triggers, what's the healthy truth? The healthy truth is that we, individually, use things to make ourselves feel things. You get that? Nobody else makes us feel something. We take things and we make ourselves feel things. So who's responsible for what we feel? We are, not somebody else. Only we can make ourselves feel whatever it is we feel. We're self-contained machines. This means that everything we feel, who's generating that? Who is generating the things that you feel? You are, not Chris Rock. Nobody can generate our feelings for us. In other words, what is truly happening is that I'm observing a thing, or I'm hearing a thing. I take that inside myself, and I use that thing to make myself feel things. But nobody outside of me has some kind of magical lever that they can just pull and crank on to make me feel things. Nobody can make me, quote unquote, angry. They can try, but only I can take things inside of myself, use it to make myself upset. But I can take those same things and use it in other ways. I can use it to reflect. I can use it to make a decision to get out of there. I can take it and I can analyze it and use it to try to understand the person's background. Why would they say such a terrible thing? I can take it, as I do often nowadays, and use it to analyze so the person who just said this, what could be interpreted as a terrible thing to me, what does this reflect about their underlying attitudes? You see, nobody can make me mad. I take the thing, I get to choose what to do with it. Does Will Smith know this? No, Will Smith doesn't know this. So from his point of view, because he doesn't understand that other people can't make him feel things, from his point of view, when Chris Rock told his joke, from Will Smith's point of view, he's twice justified to walk up and physically strike Chris Rock. Because why? Because number one, Will Smith can't distinguish between physical reality and his intangible feelings. So if he feels he's being attacked, he is being physically attacked. From his perspective, he's not really, but he makes no distinction. And number two, what he's feeling is Chris Rock's fault in the first place. Do you see that? Chris Rock is doing this to him. You see, Will Smith is not responsible for his own feelings. Oh, no. Everybody else, everything else, is responsible for Will Smith's feelings. It's like Will Smith is 2 years old and needs mommy to explain to him the very fundamentals of feelings. Honestly, that's what it is. So Will Smith is giving the acceptance speech for his award. He gets all emotional, starts crying, tears streaming down his face for pity. He goes through the whole abusive person playbook. I kid you not. Trying to paint himself as noble, even heroic, and a loving victim. I'm serious. He doesn't miss a beat. Love will make you do crazy things, he says at one point. This is manipulation. He's slyly trying to make you translate this inexcusable thing that he has done through a noble, sympathetic, even heroic filter. He did it for love. Well, I'm here to tell you that Will Smith doesn't know what love is. He may feel things powerfully, but based on the underlying attitudes we already know he lives with, without a shred of uncertainty whatsoever, I can tell you that those underlying foundation attitudes that can only explain this type of behavior and authentic love are not at all compatible. So the idea that Will Smith is able to experience real love for other people is impossible. He isn't currently able to experience it for himself, which means he's never experienced it for himself, which means he can't experience it for other people.